out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out. Bring them out, bring them out.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take a flip. Pretty, back to back. Gang, back to back. Pretty me, back to back.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got other heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip.
Buckle up, the Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 from the 23-yard line.
Okay, break. Top low 18. 60 Bison.
Milton. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish a line of scrimmage and take control. They gave their running back plenty of room to run with.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
To throw is Milton. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
Third and 5.
Come on. 19, 18.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Milton. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Hey, Silver.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. But he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up.
Step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer. True indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some man charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to baby, Vice Q-tip, Ali Shaheed. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed more dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just weed. Hey, you can't read all about the pure breed. Do the noble dance, do the left, I see. When I step up acting fools, breaking way down to molecules. Yo, let me get you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always in lines, the street news. Set my 17s and enjoy my boat cruise. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 272 games of the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's second and 10. Barkley. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to third and 10.
It's now third and 10.
Go Silver, ready?
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Milton. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. George Pickens, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaden Blue, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 72 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard run.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a toss, left side, it's Blue. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle.
Now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet
and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Kylan Granson from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're not up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. George Pickens, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now. Cougar night. Dixie Maverick. Dixie Maverick.
To throw, it's Milton. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a diving catch right side. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the 1st quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Not quite enough for the 1st, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches. first carry for their fullback. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Okay, break. Here we go. Set. Ready.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 19 white.
Here's Milton. Drops it to Blue, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Elliott will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On the counter, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So Bill Golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, he's still on his feet. He's on his way. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 78 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put some scores together and really bunch them up. We have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Come on. Hey.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that will going to be off target and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Drop 60.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd down and 8. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. That is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. See if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
180.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. Now the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Hold it ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
17, 19, 3, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Jalen Carter now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And the defense closes quickly there. They get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. First down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for back 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Second and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Back to throw here. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it for a loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's the backup Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jahad Campbell. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And it's intercepted in the end zone. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And the defense loses it. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Hurts to throw. That's taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. 73.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Back to throw. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. Brad Smith. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Inside give to Elliott. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cowboys, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers.